Hello guys, so today we're going to be looking at the flat 3 pentatonic scale, and we're going to be looking at some ideas for improvising using that scale. So the flat 3 pentatonic is, it has a kind of bluesy sound to it. So that's over a dominant 7th chord there. So it works nicely over blues. And also just over sort of diatonic kind of chord progressions, and I'm going to be giving you a simple little bass line to practice this scale over. But first of all, I'll show you the scale. So a pentatonic scale, if you're not sure what that is, it's a 5-note scale that is a major scale that doesn't have a 4th or a 7th. So we're in the key of B flat here. So that's B flat major scale. So if we just take out the 4th, which would be E flat, so we leave that out, and we leave out the A, which is the 7th, it gives us that. So it's a 5-note scale, hence the term pentatonic, like that. And then all we're doing is adding the flattened third in as well. If you've encountered this in any kind of popular music theory books, the flat third pentatonic sometimes is described as a pentatonic with a flat third instead of a third. However, in practice, when you hear this scale used, people tend to use the flat third and the third. So you get that. On the way down, just using the flat third instead of the third sounds good. On the way up though, if you omit the major third and just use the flat third, it sounds a bit weird. Yeah, it sounds better to use the flat third and the third on the way up. On the way down, you can use just the flat third instead of the third. So yeah, we're gonna so learn that scale first. That's what we're gonna be using for the improvisation, and we're just gonna use a simple bass line, which is B flat, D, E flat, F. So just walking out like that. So it's a nice, just kind of diatonic bass line. I think the way I'll do this is I'll just play some simple kind of phrases using that scale over this bass line, and we'll hear how it sounds. So there's some ideas using that scale. One technique I used in there, which works really well with this, is the use of a top harmony. So what a top harmony is say I play a phrase like this. Also notice that I'm using a lot of grace notes with this scale, just to get that kind of bluesy sound. Anyway, yeah, top harmony. So let's say I had a phrase like this. What I'm going to do is going to add another note on top of all of that. In this case, I'm using the sixth, which works well. So I'm just going to play that on top of the phrase I was already playing. Like that. So it changes it from that to... And there are different notes you can use for top harmony. The sixth works well. The fifth works well too. Like that. And the root works well too. Like that. So there's some little phrases there all using top harmonies. So yeah, that's the flat 3 pentatonic. Now at the beginning I mentioned that this scale doesn't have a fourth. However, adding in the fourth can actually sound good with this. So I'll show you. So there's just using the fourth to go down to the major third there. So yeah, that's the flat 3 pentatonic. Great scale to know. Especially useful for getting a nice bluesy kind of gospel-y sound. So yeah, I hope that was helpful, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed practicing that. Let me know if you did find it useful, and also let me know if I missed anything out or it didn't make sense. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.